Good afternoon, students. A warm welcome to your English class of Sri Ramanuja Vidya Mandir. And we are getting along with the body poem written by Shiva Reddy in the previous class. And we would continue the same now. Okay, students, we were getting along with The Body, written by K. Shiva Reddy. I was explaining you in the previous class, body. Generally, when we say human being, a bird, animal, a picture or a structure of a body comes into your brain. Okay, a bird, this particular structure with wings. An animal, whichever animal, the height, the length, how heavy. All this, a picture of a structure comes into your brain. And then you consider it as that particular animal. In the same way, when we say human, a structure of a human body comes into your brain. But here Shiva Reddy beautifully writes a poem saying, body is not a human being. The structure is not a human being. The entire human is residing here, not on your physical structure, not on your biological structure, but your brain, your mind, your mindset, your thinking. So we were getting along with the poem, The Body, and I've stopped here. I said, word bird hover over me, building nests. I said this is a very, very important point. He says, Shiva Reddy opens the poem. Of course, I was telling you, he was a Telugu poet, and he writes in a poem, Shariram, which is translated by Uma and Sridhar, Alladi Uma and M. Sridhar, into English. They translates. And it was, actually taken from a poem, Mohana O Mohana, a Telugu poem. Anyways, as I was explaining you, he says, I close my eyes, but still I can hear a fan moving, a broom sweeping, the cups crackling, clinging, the sounds of the cups, the sound of the broom, the footsteps going upstairs and downstairs, coming downstairs, the moving of a fan, the sound of a fan. All these things I can hear. My eyes are closed, but my brain can understand, can take those sounds. Though I can't see, though people think I'm sleeping, I'm in a subconscious level, I'm sleeping, yet my brain is working. So a brain makes a difference from one person to another person. Your thinking and your mindset makes the difference. Anyway, those are simple lines, but this is something which you have to think over. Word bird hover over me, building nests. Word birds. Like how birds spread in the sky at a height, in the same way my words. I make words, no matter whichever language you speak. Those words multiply and they will build like a nest on your head, or you can say a structure of a brain. I've given you a picture also. I've showed you this in the previous class. Okay? 3D thinking or mind mapping. Must have heard these words. That makes a difference from one human being to another human being. The way you learn, the way you go with the process of learning, the process of your behavior is entirely your mindset, students. So you can see, I've given you a picture of manage, learn, share, dimensions, dream, picture, fun, power, imaginations, socializations, discoveries, ideas. Can you see? Excitement, possibilities, potentialities, vibrations, harshness, thinking, memory, investigations, interest, experience, nurture, experiments, untapped connections, fresh links. All this comes from the word. Words. I suppose I'm not sure if this is visible clearly in your brain, in your mobile, but You can see here from the head a small red arrow coming out. And here inside it is written, okay, words. The words which are coming out of your brain give so much creation around you. So very, very beautiful these words are, students. Word bird hover. Hover means they get settled over there on the top. Hover over me. Building nests. How a bird rests in a nest. In the same way, your brain is like a nest. And inside the nest, all this, the structure of a brain you studied in your biology. In that brain, we believe that the words, your thinking, your knowledge, or your creativity, all this resist. All that is there. Next stanza, students. A breathing corpse doesn't decompose. It floats amidst words like a boat, like a ship on the high sea. A breathing corpse. I suppose you know what is the meaning of corpse. What is the meaning of corpse? Dead body. A breathing corpse. What's the meaning of breathing corpse? The meaning of breathing corpse is a person who's in a coma stage. People think he can't hear anything, he can't see anything, he can't walk, he can't talk. He's in a coma stage. But still remember, student, though his body doesn't make an inch of movement, his brain works. He can understand everything what is happening around him. The thing is, he can't respond. He's just equal to a plant. Plants know what is happening around them. They can't respond. So a breathing corpse is nothing but just like a plant. A breathing corpse doesn't decompose. Decompose means it decays. It doesn't decay. It doesn't get destroyed. As long as there is spirit or life in your body, you may be just like a log, like a wooden log on the bed. But still, your body doesn't decompose. The minute the breath comes out, your spirit and life comes out, you stink. You decompose, you stink, you smell. That means you should understand the body is not important. The spirit which is inside is important. As long as the spirit is there inside your body, you are alive. No matter even if you are sleeping or even if you are in a coma stage. Still you are living. You are a living creature. And your brain is responding. I repeat, students, a breathing corpse doesn't decompose. It floats amidst words like a boat, like a ship on the high sea. It floats amidst words. Words means thinking. It is still thinking. Means it has emotions, it has expressions, but it can't respond. The entire body, the brain is not able to send the messages and the body is not in a movement. But it can feel, it can stimulate. So, just like how a boat floats on the water or a ship sails on a sea, in the same way, your body, the words are still moving in your brain. It can't express, but it can feel. Whatever you do, you think the person is sleeping. Sometimes when an animal is in a helpless situation to move, People will be flinging stones, small children, they'll be flinging stones, they'll be hurting. That's such a cruel task. Even when somebody is sleeping, you gossip and you speak on them. No, you are wrong. He's pure, he's sleeping. What is happening to your character, to your words, to your thinking? You're insulting him. What is happening to your character? Just like how a boat sails, a boat floats, or a ship sails, in the same way, though the body is in a coma stage, remember it's breathing. As long as it's breathing, it's alive. It's not dead. It doesn't get decomposed. No, that means it's not dead. Then why don't you consider it as, you call it a body? Why do you call it a body? As long as there is life, it's not a body. Okay? So, look into a person not with his physique, not with his handsomeness, not with his structure, but only judge a person with his character. So beautifully he tries to explain, students. It floats amidst words like a boat, like a ship on the high seas. Okay? I am breathing. Even breath is a sound, an unformed word. Now when we say word, every word has a meaning. Every word has a language. So when you listen to somebody speaking, you say, okay, he's speaking Hindi, he's speaking Telugu, he's speaking English. What language will you give for a sound? Your breathing. Your breathing also produces a sound. He says it's an unformed word. I am breathing. That means I'm alive. I am breathing means I'm alive. I'm not dead. I'm alive. Even breath is a sound. Whatever breathing I does, it produces sound, and that is an unformed word. It has no pronunciation. It has no meaning. But the bigger meaning is it's alive. It has life. This sound shows that it has life. It shows that it has life. I am breathing. Even breath is a sound, an unformed word. Breath is an unformed word. I breathe a mixture of sounds, emotions behind struggles, tears, war sounds. Can you see? Struggles, tears, war sounds. A body with closed eyes is not a corpse. When a body is sleeping, when the eyes are closed, don't think he can't see anything. He can see with his mind, remember. So when a person is closing his eyes, his brain is still working. Why, students? The whole day you work hard, you study, and in the night when you sleep, you are revising your lessons. You are getting dreams of whatever has happened in the class, whatever has happened with your friends. You are looking into all of that. So you're alive. You're watching. You can feel. So he says, a breath is a mixture of sounds. A breath. See, when you're breathing, people will understand your emotions. A doctor can understand the emotions. When you're breathing very, very peacefully, he's peaceful. He's struggling. He's crying. Can you see? Your breath will make a difference of your emotions. Emotions behind. The sounds are showing your emotions. What kind of emotions you have in self. You may be dumb. You can't talk. You may be blind. You may be deaf. But remember, you have a body and it responds. It also have the same emotions like you, like how a tree has. Tree has emotions, but it can't express. In the same way, this body which is sleeping is having emotions. Behind struggles, tears, war sounds. Can you see? You can see a girl sleeping, but even in the sleep, the tears come. I don't know if you have noticed, even a person who is in a coma stage, when you are expressing the love, holding the hand of the person, you think the person is a living corpse. The person can't understand anything. It can't, identify anybody. It's opening its eyes and just blank looking. It doesn't even move its eyeballs. The reason, because the brain, people say, is dead. The brain is dead, that is why the body is not responding. Please, students, wrong. Brain never dies. Even after your death, they transplant. It can understand, but it can't respond. It can't send. Your nerves are dead. Your nerves are dead to respond. They can't respond. But your brain works. That is the reason why when you're expressing your love, holding the hand, kissing the hand, tears comes out. That means the body is responding. No. It can understand. It can taste your love, but can't express. Unknowingly tears flow. Can you see, students? Tears are flowing. And I've just given you some lines like this where to express that the thoughts, what are these? All these thoughts are going around. Can you see? The thoughts are moving around your head. It can see, it can understand. It can understand what is happening to it. So, here he says, I breathe a mixture of sounds, emotions behind struggles, tears, war sounds. War sounds. What is the meaning of war sound? What is the meaning of war sound, student? Struggle in life. Every one of us are participating in a war of survival. You have to live, you have to achieve, you have to move forward. War. Every minute you are fighting amidst yourself. So, Shiva Reddy says, every body, every mind has emotions, and behind those emotions there are struggles, tears, war sounds. You can hear your war sounds. You are struggling, fighting. Continuously you're fighting for your life. A body with closed eyes is not a corpse. Please don't think that when a body is closing its eyes, it's dead. Don't think that when a person is in a coma stage, he can't understand anything. No. It is a warship, a forest enveloped in darkness, a river drowned in a forest. A forest enveloped in darkness. Can you see the forest? Can you see the trees here, which are supposed to be green in color, the trees? Okay, these are all the trees. And here you can see a man, and the man is reflecting over here. So what is this? Water. Now the greenery and the beauty of the trees are hidden in darkness. A forest enveloped in darkness. A forest enveloped in darkness. The beauty, the greenery is hidden in darkness. River drowned in the forest. Okay? The water is hidden in the forest. You can't see the water. So, how the beauty of the trees, have become dark. Okay? How the beauty of the trees are hidden, and how the water is not seen, the river is not seen, it is covered in the thick forest. In the same way, your emotions are hidden. Everybody tries to smile. Nobody shows their grief, their agony, pain to anybody. Nobody shows. But everybody is struggling. Am I right, students? Everybody is battling. Everybody is fighting for their life. Every minute is a fear-shrinking, a tension. Every one of us are continuously worried. So here he says it is a worship. What is worship? Your body is a worship. Your mind, your thinking is a worship. How a forest envelopes in darkness. Envelopes means how a letter is hidden in the envelope. Like that, the beauty, the greenery is hidden in darkness. A river drowned in the forest. You can't see the water. Nature, life is hidden. Life is there. The body is not able to move. That doesn't mean the body is dead. No. The person is dead. No. His emotions are still there. His tears are still there. His struggle is still there. Why don't you understand? The wind touches me, opens doors, enters and gets out. I breathe life. The wind touches me. Even when a body is just lying like that without movement, it can feel the wind coming and touching. The houseflies, the mosquitoes biting on it. If it is very, very hot, very sultry, it sweats. That means there is life in it. The wind touches me, opens doors. What is here the meaning of open doors? It's not the doors of your room, it is the doors of your body, your life. Enters and gets out. I breathe life. My body fertilizes like a field, becomes a fundamental element. My body fertilizes like a field. When you see the soil, students, when you see the soil, you think it's a bare land. You think it's a bare land. But crops come from there only. Okay? It crops. When you see a bare land, you think it's a wasteland. But when you sow seeds, it comes out. In the same way, my body also fertilizes. When a baby is born, it doesn't have any emotions. The way it grows, the way it's educated, it shapes a character. It responds. Now, when I'm doing good to everybody, everybody does good to me. When I'm helping somebody, 10 people learn something from me and they do it. Your mother taught you good things, so you are good to others, and whoever has, been benefited by you, they will be benefited to somebody else. You're fertilizing your character. You're spreading. My body fertilizes like a field, becomes a fundamental element. So it's spreading. Your body is spreading. It's spreading just like how a field gives you crop. Like that your body gives all the fundamental elements. You are taught good, you are responding good. You are taught bad, you are a bad. You respond bad. You're a bad person. So he says, the wind comes. That means life comes, enters into you, stays in yourself for some time, and then it goes off. But as long as the wind or the breath is inside you, you have life. And we believe, students, as long as that life is there inside you, you should be useful to somebody else. As long as you are you're a cultivated land, as long as that life, that wind which has entered into you, that life which has entered into you, you are a living creature. And the minute the life leaves you and goes away, you are a dead body, nothing. You stink. You're just rotten. Nobody remembers you. But as long as you have life, be useful just like a fertilizing land. Fertilize whatever you know. Give the people all the good what you know. Help them. Even when limbs break and hope shatter, it revives itself. History too grows with my body. Even when limbs break and hopes shatter, even when your limbs are not working, your hands and legs broke, and you're not able to work, people say, a broken body. Just if supposing a chair, the legs and the arms of the chair breaks, you will throw it into a storeroom because it doesn't have life. Can you do this to a human being? If a human being is broken, his limbs, can you throw him into kachada? No. Because he still has life. He is your relative. He is your love. He is your family member. How can you throw him? He is still with life. Even an old man who can't move, can't make a minute move, he's somewhere 90 years old. Still you sit beside his bed and you try to feed him, try to clean him, nicely dress him up, because he has life. So that is culture what we have. We look into things not as a non-living thing, but as a living thing. Because it still have that breath inside its body. Even when limbs break and hopes shatter. Hopes shatter. Every person has hope. Hope is the wick of the candle. You can't see that wick, the thread. But if it is not there, you don't get light. You can't lit the candle. So, hope breaks. Even if hopes break, your limbs break and your hopes break. I've given you the meanings over here, students. Shatter is to break. When you get upset, when your hopes are completely shattered, means broken, you are disappointed. It revives itself. What is revive? It gains life. It still gains life. Remember, students, every time whatever we dream for, we will not achieve. You plan many things, but many a times you may fail. But there you don't leave your hope, no. You try. When that becomes a failure, you again try to try. Because you have targeted for something. And if you don't do it, then you're just equal to a stone. When a person has life, he has some targets. He has some achievements. Even when your limbs break, even when you meet an accident and you don't say, okay, fine, I'm going to die. My hands are not working. You must have seen how many crippled people are, been so greatly successful in their life. You can see some people writing with their legs, with their feet. You can see some people who don't have legs are moving. The best example I can give you is, we had the lesson who has, with an amputated feet, has gone up the Mount Everest. See, when you have a brave heart and when you have a strong will, nothing is impossible. Your hopes may shatter, your hopes may break, but revive. It revives itself. It revives. Even if a hope breaks, again it tries to build up, regain. It tries to regain the life. History too grows from my body. From where is the history coming, students? It's coming from your body. Mahatma Gandhi, Jawaharlal Nehru. When you see the names of great people, why don't you understand that it is their character, it is their deeds, their performance? The way they performed, people are crazy for them. Because they have struggled and performed so nicely, today we remember them. So Mahatma Gandhi doesn't mean a structure. When we say Mahatma Gandhi, you draw his picture. Jawaharlal Nehru, his body posture? No. It is his character. History comes only from a character. History too grows with my body. The way I perform. I'm somewhere in the corner. Nobody, even my next door person, doesn't know who I am. Nobody knows me. I live for 80 years and I die. Who knows me? Where is your history? Nobody. Even your family members doesn't know you properly. What is the use of it? So here he says, even when your limbs break, that means limbs here doesn't mean only your arms, your legs, but limbs here means your hopes. Even they break, you can regain life again because your body only gives you history. Body over here means your character. It gives you history. My body doesn't disintegrate, waste itself. It discovers, it atomizes. My body doesn't disintegrate. No matter whatever happens to me, I will not lose hope. You must have remembered, I've told you about Shiva Reddy's life. He's lost his mother when he was a very small child. He's a kid. Ever since he had led a lonely life, and he has faced a lot of discriminations from the society. So he said, I don't lose hope. People look down upon me, but when you have a willpower, you can regain your life. You can, struggle in such a way not to lose your strength. Okay, so disintegrate, lose strength, and gradually fail. So he says, I don't lose. My body doesn't disintegrate. What is the meaning of disintegrate? To lose hope and to fail. No, my body will never fail, never waste itself. Every minute I will struggle. Life is full of obstacles, students. Nobody has become a king in an overnight. Nobody becomes a Mahatma overnight. Rome is not built in a day. These kind of proverbs, we know a lot. But what is the meaning of it? There is a struggle behind. Everybody wants to become an IITian. You know how hard it is? Out of all these students, only few achieve. Why? They never lose their hope. They struggle continuously. That willpower when you have, nothing can harm you. Nothing. A tiredness, a weakness. These are all escapes. You try to escape by giving these excuses. Shiva Reddy says nothing is impossible when you really have a hope. I've told you previously also, students, impossible can be written as I'm possible. Same spelling, only a little expression change. Impossible, I'm possible. So when you look into things in a possible way, nothing can distract you. None of your cripple, none of your, any defaults will stop you. Nothing will stop you. My body doesn't disintegrate, waste itself. It discovers, it atomizes. It discovers. It will, analyze more and more. Discover, what is the meaning of discover? It will learn more and more new things. Every body has a brain, creative brain, and learn. Go for more and more innovative thinking. Atomize, converts into very fine particles. What is atomize? In the atmosphere, what thin dust you have. So he says, students, my body doesn't disintegrate, waste itself. It discovers, it atomizes. Every small cell in your body, if you really have a willpower, they will reflect you and they will help you. Nothing is impossible in this life if you really have a willpower. The word from my womb lashes like sea waves, encompasses like the sky, and brings down showers like a cloud. The word from my womb is, you expect, your tummy, your stomach. We believe that your knowledge is, of course, we say mind is over here in the brain. No. everywhere on the body. So somewhere deep inside, when you try to pronounce, it comes from your nabi. Nabi is the womb. Oh, they try to say. So they believe that sound gets produced here and it comes out. So here he says, the word from my womb lashes. What is the meaning of lashes? Hits. A sharp blow or stroke. Lashes. We believe that there's a lot of water and this is like an ocean. And the words what you produce, like from the ocean, it's hit. Like how the tides hit all the particles onto the seashore. Like that, the words are hit and they come out of our vocal system, out of our mouth. And whatever you speak, people get impressed. The way you speak. Remember, students, everybody are talented. But very few people are talented in their words. Everybody have a same feeling. But some people very cleverly know how to express. Expression is the biggest gift. No matter how much knowledge you have in your brain, unless and until you are able to pull it out of your tongue, nobody knows your knowledge. I've told you this previously. So a beautiful line over here. The word from my womb lashes like sea waves. It hits like how the tides hit. Like that the womb lashes the words. Encompasses like the sky. Encompasses, that means surround. Just like how the sky gets surrounded with all the clouds, with all the stars. Like that all your knowledge is there surrounded in your brain. Just like the sky. And brings down showers like a cloud. Showers of blessing. Raindrops. They are a gift of God. They are a life. If there is no rain, we will die. We will get dehydrated. It's breath. It's life. Same way, how the sky embraces, hugs, takes in all the clouds. In the same way, my mind, whatever words are produced from my womb, will get stored in the brain. And that I will try to produce, just like how the clouds shower the raindrops and give life. If there is no rain, there is no life, there is no greenery. Life doesn't come out. The seeds doesn't sprout. In the same way, whatever knowledge if I have in my brain, if I don't express, if I don't expose, that's gone. That's dead. My knowledge is dead. Who knows? It will be blessing. So whatever knowledge I have, you're in a great position, students. You're in a very good position. Be helpful. People will remember you even after your death. That man, he's so great. Whatever good things you know, tell them. Tell people. Educate the people around you. They will really remember you forever. That is history. What is the meaning of his story? His story. You are reading somebody's story because he is such a great character upon a time. So tomorrow your coming generations must read your story, no? His story. So, and brings down showers like a cloud. Just like how the thick black clouds will give you the blessings of raindrops, like that, the empowered knowledge in your brain has to come out and bless the people around you. Okay? Just as a word takes a root in man, man too takes root in words. Very beautiful line. Just as a word takes a root in man, man too takes root in words. Now, where is a word built? A word is built in man. Language. What's the meaning of word over here? The meaning of word over here is language. Where did language come? Language came in man. Man's language is acquired. Animals and birds, they just pronounce as their parents pronounce. The same sound they produce. But man is not like that. He can produce a sound of a bird. He can produce any sound of an animal. He can speak any number of languages. Any sound he can produce. His vocal system is so nicely gifted by God. So a word is born in a man, means language. I was telling you the other day, just because we are blessed with such beautiful vocal system and we can produce any language, we can communicate with anybody. Okay? Look into your ornithologists. They communicate with the birds, with the animals. When you hear a cuckoo bird cooing, when it coos, you say, coo. It again responds. Again you say, coo. See, you are responding. You are responding to your puppy. See, when you are carefully listening its production of sounds, and if you really have that brain to understand their language, you can do it. You can mimicrise. You can produce any sound. So here he says, just as a word takes a root in man, word is born in man. If man is not there, language is not there. Man has a capacity to speak any number of languages or produce any sound. He can blow a wind. He can make a mimicry just like a raindrop falling. Any sound he can produce. He's such a great mimicry. That vocal system is, it can mimicrise any sound. So the meaning is, the word is born in man. Any language is born in man. Just as a word takes a root in man, man too takes root in words. Man too takes root in words. A man is given a significant, a man is given importance only the way he speaks and responds. That's the meaning of this. Man too takes root in words. A man is given importance the way he speaks. You're rude. You're always rude with people. Who's going to come and talk to you? Who's going to come and help you? Nobody. You have a very good sweet tongue. What's the meaning of words over here? It means a sweet tongue. You have sweet tongue. What is the meaning of sweet tongue over here? It means kindness. When you are loving, when you respect, honor, love, kind to the people around you, people will respect you. And from where it comes? It comes from the word. It comes from your words. The way you express yourself, the way you speak, then only your body is given importance. You're a great character. Look into Mahatma Gandhi's structure. With a bare body and a small dhoti and a stick and those, awkward spectacles on his face. Look into Abdul Kalam, his tattered hair. But see what significant characters they are, men. What great people. Who gets disappointed with them? Look into Mother Teresa. With a lot of crisscrossed wrinkles everywhere. But she's such a great lady. So body is not the structure to be beautiful. Body is the mind to be beautiful. Your thinking to be beautiful and your language to be beautiful. Whatever you wanted to express, be kind. Remember how much important you are. Everybody around you is important. And love them. Respect them. Honor them. So, God has given a beautiful language to man. The word of here means language. And that language you should use in such a way that your body will be loved by everybody. Otherwise, nobody will love your body. Body means you, your character. Man too takes root in words. So how a word is born in a man, man is born in a word. If he is very, very good in his words, he is appreciated by everybody. The body bears word fruits, sends out word arrows. Just like how a tree has good fruit, and when a tree is giving good fruit, everybody loves the tree. In the same way, your word fruit, that means your words must be so sweet, like the fruits. Your words must be so sweet. People must relish your words. They should enjoy your talking. They should listen to your speech. You should be such a good orator, and you should impress, inspire people around you. So the body bears word fruits, sends out word arrows. It's not only giving a sweet fruit, but it is giving you arrows. What is the meaning of arrows over here? What is the meaning of arrows over here, students? Arrows means people will, you should, when time comes or when it is necessary, your tongue should be very, very sweet. But if you want to check somebody, poke them with your words. And when you poke them, they will realize their mistake and they will change. So send out word arrows. What does the word arrows means? It means to check with your rough tongue. To check them with your words. So when required, you are even supposed to scold them, check them. Always you speak sweetly to people, people will get destroyed. Sometimes when necessary, you have to check them. So here you have a beautiful picture and little words. The word from mouth is like an arrow. They harm not only the body, but also the mind. Can you see the words? Whichever word you use should be helpful and motivating to people. It should not be disappointing to people. Say for example, somebody does something and very, very happily you can see a small kid. He makes a small achievement. Maybe with a paper he made a small toy. He comes running and he says, see, I made it. And you feel it is so stupid. He will just hold the pencil and he'll try to draw something crooked lines on the slate. He'll come running with a bright face and show the parent. Get out. Stupid. That hits like an arrow, and the next time the child doesn't come to you. He gets frightened of you. Your words, when you encourage and say, oh my God, how beautifully you wrote. Write like this. This is A, right? He will try it. So, the word from mouth is like an arrow. Whatever words. You are speaking good words, people around you will get influenced. You are speaking bad words, people around you get destroyed. They harm not only the body, but also mind. They harm not only the body, but also mind. That means people get depressed when they listen to your poking words. Body is not for us to ride on. Body is free. Like a watchful hound, it hunts for its independence, assenting its own person. Okay, we have a little more slides, students. So we'll have this in the next class. Body is not for us to ride on. Body is free. We have very few. A little more time I'll take for the next class and I'll complete the poem. Okay, students, till now whatever I've explained, revise your poem once again and try to understand. Thank you, students. Have a nice time.